Hello everyone, and welcome back to Allthemodium. Allthemodium. In the last episode, we fought a few more bosses in the Blue Skies dimensions, which are in that direction. And the final boss that we did was the Spirit something or other, and it gave us one of these, a Nature Arc. It gave us, however, one of these, I guess, first tier ones that just provides one extra heart. And if we actually have a look at the recipe here, it shows that we need one that uses 3. Right? Needs 3 extra hearts. So, yeah, we might need more. Now, my understanding was that I might have to farm this guy a little bit to try and magically get one. But you guys in the comments have told me that apparently I used this exact same one, the first tier that you get from defeating the boss once. We used this again on the keyhole, and it'll start up the boss again, allegedly. So we'll give that a shot, but I figured while we're here, we might as well chuck in this guy and, like, put some upgrades on him, you know what I mean? So, like, see if we can chuck sharpness on it or something. Although I don't see sharpness here, which makes me think that I guess maybe I can't. I guess I'll have a quick look through here to see if it is an option. Alright, it does show sharpness here in the compatible items part, so we'll probably put sharpness on it, and then maybe even like fire aspect or something. So we'll go in here and we'll see if we have sharpness. We have 1 level of sharpness, so if I wanted to, I could actually disenchant this normal sword we have, and then move the enchantments onto the axe instead. That'll probably work. That seems like a pretty good idea. So now we should have at least a high level of sharpness. So it's obviously not max level, but it's still alright. So we'll grab this guy out. We can actually leave him there, I think, and grab a few other ones. So I kind of want to put fire aspect on this as well. So we'll do that. Fire aspect 3 apparently. What else can we put on while we're here? It is a tree. So we could try to put like a chainsaw on it. Trees will be annihilated. Sure, we'll chuck that on. Why not? And is there anything else we want? Maybe looting. You know, we'll do looting and scavenging just for that like extra bonus. So looting, and then I believe there is one called scavenging or scavenger, and this one could roll the loot table again. So this seems pretty good. I'm gonna grab all that. We should also have another Eternal Stellar lying around, so we'll grab this guy out and we'll go ahead and order another one. For our auto crafting. And I guess while we're here, we'll just chuck everything on. So, for starters, we'll make it eternal. There we go. That's pretty easy. And for the follow-up, we'll put all these enchantments on. It's going to get sharpness, fire aspect. I think everything that we put on here, except for scavenger. It's not going to get scavenger. I'm fine with that. We can sacrifice a level of scavenger. It's okay. It's okay. We can live with it. So, yeah. Now what we're going to do is we'll go back to our Blue Skies dimension, so I'm actually gonna have to go through our warpstone here. And where do I want to go? Blinding Dawn. I guess we just go to the Gatekeeper, we hop in the dimension, and then we try and go back to that same one we went to previously. So we'll hop through here. We also, we got the alchemy table and all that fun stuff. So we'll jump on through. We'll listen to these scary sounds apparently, that once again are really loud for some reason. We'll turn on our minimap with Control M, and then we'll check out our minimap. So, we just need to go here, right? So, here is where we need to go. So, that should be pretty easy in this direction. So, I'll meet you guys. Well, I'd say I'd meet you guys here, but we pretty much are here already. And we are sort of lucky. Because we've defeated the boss before, we can actually just, I'm pretty sure, jump in, not through here, but like through here. I think we can, give ourselves a little entrance. Yep, beautiful. Okay. So we're in. Now we also need to use a spear. It's not just the axe. You do use the spear as well. But I think we're pretty much ready. so once again, we came through here and we fought the boss with the nature keys or whatever they were. This time around, I'm going to try and use the arc. Oh, and sure enough, that actually worked. Okay, cool. So now I guess this is the dude, and he's currently getting ready for a battle. I guess. Yeah, and he starts this up. And listen, this will be a little bit tedious. I'll definitely be one of the first to make that known. I think as well I want to just throw this at him. And he sits down. And then he's a little bit more vulnerable to attacks. And the reason I'm not swinging rapidly is you can see the little bar in the center of my screen. That thing does need to like fill up a little bit before I can do damage. Also, I feel like I wasn't being moved back much. Can I get away with just standing here hitting him? No, he does. When he does hit, he does like launch you back. So you do have to throw your spear at him to sort of get him to sit down. And then sometimes he does this, and you just have to wait. Listen, it's very tedious. I don't have the solution. All I know is that it's tedious. I don't even know what this is. Is this just like extra damage that happens? I genuinely don't know. What I will say, however, is I think the sharpness or something is definitely playing a role because I'm knocking those walls down very quickly, like a lot quicker than I previously remember doing it. What happens if I do spam it? I'll be honest, it hits pretty well. Like, we made some pretty good progress there, just like, not spam clicking, but clicking like faster than I normally would. So I think we can probably get away with like these half swings. And once again, not a clue if that would actually be any better than just charging up the swings. But we're probably going to do it anyway. Sometimes it doesn't throw. Alright, as you can see, we're pretty much done. I just sort of have to wait for him to finish doing this strange spin attack he does every so often. He'll slow down and we'll be able to hit him on the way back. We might finish him off right in this moment here. Yep, there we go. Cool. And I don't know if... Is that already the piece, or is this piece going to upgrade once he's finished? Let's see. Okay, so we've got a Starlit Crusher trophy that's, like, the right color now. I guess it's, like, it looks a little bit cooler. We did get a loot bag. Okay. So the loot bag we can open. And this one gave us an extra piece that is identical. Okay. Cool. Can I combine these at all? No. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Well, that doesn't help, does it? I mean, okay. Sure. I'll tell you what. We'll leave it for now. And the reason why I say that is because I still think, I want to see for my own eyes whether or not we can make it using this piece, whether or not we can make this Dragon Soul. We have most of the pieces. Someone actually told me I might not have the Piglich chest hooked up correctly, which I think I do, but I want to double check since it's been pointed out that I might not have. In the past, or at least what I thought in the past, is that we had a second chest like, yeah, we had a barrel here. And the barrel had stuff in it. As you can see, the barrel's empty. We actually have, I believe. I'm pretty sure we hooked it up correctly. Yeah, we have the barrel being emptied into the chest. I might have done that off camera or something, but we do have it set up. So it should be working, you know, as intended, I guess. So yeah. Yeah. The reason why we don't have any of these Piglich hearts in our system, despite this setup here, in theory, working. The reason for that is actually because, we've currently got it all processing at the moment. We put a bunch of stuff in here, and so we've currently got like 15 buckets worth of Allthemodium alloy. And in case you're not too sure, 90 millibuckets of this makes an alloy ingot. So that is a lot of ingots it's currently making, assuming that I'm actually putting the Piglich hearts in here, which I've actually stopped doing. So we should be good now. But yeah, we did process a lot of this Allthemodium alloy. But with that being said, like, at least for a little while now, we've had this, we've had the Piglich hearts in theory not being used, and yet I mean, we don't have any, you know what I mean? I'm a little bit worried that this setup isn't working. It should be. I can see a lot of them are very excited about the existence of sheep and cows now that I've put them here, but I've been told that speeds it up, so like, they're sort of here to stay. What do we have in terms of spawn eggs? Do we have any, like, here, yeah, we can put the trading llama here. Yep, there you go. What other animals do we have that are friendly? The wandering trader itself. I don't know if it's technically an animal, but sure, he can go there. What other spawn eggs? Skeleton, no. Evoker. Bumblebee? I guess he'll run away. Then we got some other stuff there. Okay. Well, we'll see if any of that makes a difference. They can keep doing their thing. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to just see what happens. Because yeah, we should be getting Piglich hearts. We're just not for whatever reason. Okay. It is possible. Do we not have enough sauce? Is that the problem? Because I know that there's two things going on here, right? There's this guy down here. I can't really see him. But there's a guy down there that uses this magic to create the drops. And then there's also a sauce jar here. And I don't know why we have a sauce jar here if it's empty. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't really make too much sense now, does it? I have a feeling that we're meant to provide sauce to this system. That's sort of what I'm thinking at the moment. What do we have a lot of? Do we have a lot of archwood? We don't have a lot of archwood. But I think we can... hold on. Yeah, this setup over here is making sauce, or at least it should be. And currently it's not. And why isn't it? It's not because this doesn't have an axe in it. Okay. So, for example, I grab an axe. These are all wooden. Do we have an indestructible wooden axe? I guess we don't. We can make... we have any with, like, fortune? I know I've got my axe on me, but I actually still want to use this guy. Let's grab an Eternal Stellar. And I'll tell you what, we'll order another one. We're actually out of souls. Unlucky. What do I need to do here? Give me a second. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. I'm an expert at what I do. I need to make this eternal. Real quick. With this. There we go. And I'm going to chuck him into this guy here. Oh, yep, there he goes. He can sit in there. And so this should work now. We should be getting source, which means this guy should get source, but it should also mean potentially this guy over here gets source. Yeah, actually, hold on. Yeah, that was the issue. We didn't have it working because now you can actually see this the relay somewhere. I don't really understand where it is. Maybe from the source jar itself is being sent over here. You can see these beams of source. So now, in theory, we should be getting our hands on Piglet Hearts. We just need more source. So yeah, now that this system's hooked up again, now that we've got, you know, an axe in here doing its thing, we should be good. If we wanted to, we could chuck a bunch of fortune in, and that would genuinely be really, really good. So, for example, we can grab a fortune book, and a fortune book, and a fortune book. And then on the fortune book, we can also put efficiency. What else do we have in here? Not much. Okay, this should be fine. I'm going to fly back over here. I'm going to grab out this axe. We'll fly back over here. I'll be honest, I also kind of want to put, just in case, I want to put that unusing spell, this guy right here. This makes it so that instead of the tool breaking, it'll stop being used when it has 1 durability. That's in theory how that works. Then I'll chuck that onto the wooden axe. There we go. So this is now, the unusing doesn't go on it, but it's not the end of the world. I don't mind too much losing that little piece of enchantment. But we can come over here. We can, once again, place this in here. But we should get, especially once we put these fortune books in, a lot more archwood. Like, a lot more. Like, we're talking too much. Boom. You ready? Boom. 27. So, we now have this running. Awesome. That should hopefully be plenty of source. We'll obviously have to, I don't know, keep an eye on it. Any Piglet charts? None at the moment. But we've got this stuff, I guess. Okay. Okay, well, I mean, in that case, I'll tell you what. We'll put this stuff on hold purely because, I mean, I didn't get like a second tier version. So I can't exactly, I guess, do anything different than just the same boss fight again, which I don't really want to do. I mean, hey, listen, the new pedestal, pretty cool. Didn't really know that was an option, or is it a trophy? I forget what it's called. Yeah. So like, where is it? This one was the old one. So now we've got a gold one. So like, that's pretty cool in of itself. Yeah, look at that. Pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. We could set this guy up at the place if we wanted to. I don't really know what we're doing. Well, what else do we need, right? What else do we need? Well, one thing we need is we do need this dimensional seed. Now, in terms of crafting it, as you can see, we don't have any of the recipes. Let me go and show you what this thing would cost if we were to try to make it, because it is a big if, because it's a big craft. We'll put this stuff away. That can all go away. Yep, all that. Some of this stuff can go in here. Okay, so first things first, dimensional seed. I don't think I grabbed a recipe for that. Nope, I didn't. So dimensional seed, here it is. This will be done in an infusion crafter, believe it or not, and that'll use what, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 bits. So this is actually a pretty accurate recipe right here. We won't create it. We'll create it, I guess. Hold on. We sort of can check this out. Let me jump back to the base over here. And fly over to our infusion altar over here. And here we have some other recipes, right? So I think this will actually work. If I were to just chuck it here, that would almost work. I'd probably have to do some filtering, but for the most part, it would work, at least in the capacity of I can order it and it'll tell me what I need, right? That's the main reason I'm chucking it there, so that we can see exactly how many blocks of ores and whatnot we need. So then what we can do is we can come back over here, and each of these things we can get the recipes for. I've obviously bookmarked a bunch of stuff here, but we're going to also want to bookmark the actual recipes here. There's a lot of them. And what it's going to consist of is this pattern, and then, you know, this pattern, and so on. Yeah. And we'll grab them all, I think. Alternatively, we can stop here where we're using 2 times, because in theory, if I store the emerald blocks in, or the emerald in a compacting machine, we'll have access to these emerald blocks. So I think we might just leave it like this. I think that's a pretty safe bet. And we can just do the same for all these, to be completely honest. Now, not all of these need the same amount. So for example, here we only need a 6 times emeralds, a 7 times blackstone, and a 5 times endstone. So like, it's not the exact, they're not identical, I guess. But we can chuck all these in here and continue along. We're getting there, we're getting there. All right, so there's a few things here. One is, we're gonna see exactly how many 2 times compressed blocks we'll need, but I guess we won't have how many like singular pieces we need. So I guess that's a little bit of a downside here. In regards to how much we do need, some things a lot less, some things a lot less, some things a lot more, like the blackstone and the netherrack. Now, how do we address these issues? To be honest, you know what? I think we do grab the 2 times and like so on. You know what I mean? I think we do it purely because I want to see like the raw number. I want to see how much we need, and then that'll allow us to also what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, figure out how much we need. Essentially, that's all we're trying to do here. I think regardless if we were using the compacting for at least like the emeralds wouldn't actually give us what do you call it? It wouldn't give us 2 times. It would only give us a 1 times, I believe, because it would do the emerald, the block of emerald, and then the compressed block of emerald. So I guess keep that in mind as well. All right, so this should give us a pretty good idea. We need 4 million emeralds. We need 500,000 obsidian. We need only 50,000 endstones. That's pretty good. We're going to need 4 million netherrack, it looks like. So a decent amount of soul sand, 4,000. And then obviously another 4 million blackstone. So, yeah, I mean, hey, that's what we need. That's what we need. Now, how do we do this? Well, if we search emerald, we don't have seeds for it. So that's going to be our first step. Our first step is, I guess, getting the seeds for this stuff. Because let's be honest, that's pretty much the best way to do it. Like, if we have a look at how much quartz we have, the answer is a lot in terms of our nether quartz essence. And even then, we're like not even really farming it properly because we've got like the 1,000 sitting here. In terms of inferium essence, this stuff I still am farming. I still have this set up because I know that we're going to need a lot of that to make some of these seeds we're going to want. So what do we start off with? Well, first of all, emeralds, I guess. We're obviously going to try and do emerald essence, which needs emerald seeds, which will need this recipe here. So we'll grab that out, sure. The other thing we needed a lot of was netherrack. So I'm probably going to grab these nether seeds, which are also going to need nether agglomeratio, which we didn't have a pattern for, I don't believe, at least. Well, let's not do exact. What's this going to be? Nether bricks, netherrack, and soul set. It should be fine, should be doable. The seeds will obviously go in here. What was the last piece? Blackstone, actually. And blackstone, I believe we're going to get it from stone, right? From stone essence. We can combine it with nether essence, and we're going to get blackstone. So that's sort of what we're going to need. So we will need some of these stone seeds, which is going to be stone and whatnot. Also, another pretty simple looking recipe there. So we can chuck that in. So, the last thing I need to do is put this agglomeratio stuff back into the crafter over here. So that's going to, we can chuck it in there, why not? Oh god. Let's go back real quick. And yeah, let's give it a craft. So, to begin with, what do we want to do here? We'll go emerald seeds, I guess. You know what? Let's get stone and netherrack out of the way. For some reason, I feel like they're going to be a lot easier. Let's actually just search seeds, and then I can write like stone. All right, so 1 stack of stone. There we go. It's already crafting. Wonderful. The netherrack seeds, or I guess the nether seeds, more so. A stack of these is going to cost us some more soul sand, which we apparently don't have our hands on. So we'll search soul sand. I think we can craft soul sand. Yeah, using this recipe here, using some of our nether predictions. So we can grab out a bunch of this. I think we've got a lot to spare, so it's not necessarily a waste at all. We can chuck all that stuff in there. Seed, nether, there we go. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. Seed, nether, there we go. And then we'll order a stack of these as well. Now, this crafting, as you can see, it takes a while. As far as I'm aware, there's not a way to speed that up outside of just using a time in a bottle, which we can do, like it works. It's just exhausting all around, I guess. Like, I can speed this up, and as you can see, it speeds up the rate that it like throws the stuff over. And then you can also speed up, I think, the controller. And as you can see, now it's like throwing it on crazy fast. Like, that's genuinely mowing through it. So if we have a look here, I mean, it's crafted them pretty quickly. So that's pretty cool, I guess. Yep, now it's moved on to the nether. It actually looks very beautiful, I will say that much. Oh, and we're actually done. It happened so quick. So this is only a stack. We obviously have capacity for upwards, or I guess not upwards, but 1,000. I'm gonna take off the chorus flower. This is actually, oh, this is farming chorus. Oh my god, we left it in for too long. that stuff is genuinely gonna take ages to empty. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, like, it's fine. Like, it will empty. But that is going to take a little while. We could go through and help empty them, I guess. I guess while we're here, let's go ahead and order some of those emerald seeds, right? We'll see how much a stack will cost us. Oh, it's going to be messy. But, I mean, it looks like it's doable. Now, each of these layers here, I believe, is 50. So, like, realistically, if we do 2 of these, like, that's pretty much like 2 stacks, you know? Give or take 14 or give or take 28. But yeah, lots of chorus flower. Definitely, yeah, if you want to farm, oh my god, the chorus fruit as well. Oh, a scary amount of chorus fruit. Oh, well, watch out on that one. But anyhow, what we should be able to do now is put in one of those seeds that we want. So for example, what do we want to do? I reckon we start with the nether. I think we're going to need a lot of this stuff, so we'll chuck that in. And these ones, as you can see, they're lit up. They've got nether seeds in them. And they're going to start making nether essence. Now, here's something else we can do. If we go back to the crafter, we can add the recipes that the essence is going to craft, right? So for example, if we jump in here for the netherrack, we can grab this recipe, right? We jump in here for the blackstone, add this recipe. I'm going to do the same for pretty much every essence that exists. And we'll see, I guess, what we can get away with. Now, another thing to note is the red sand. I believe it needs to be red sand. So, like, I guess be aware of that as well. This guy will need fire essence to make the soul sand. We'll have to see what happens there. Clay's going to need the clay bowl recipe. Which is obviously going to be this stuff. I don't know how that's going to work, but I guess we'll find out. And endstone should have some end stuff it can do. And then the last thing is actually the emeralds. Can we just grab this recipe here? Beautiful. All right, well, we'll see if that's good enough. So we'll chuck this stuff in there. And now when we search up the dimensional seed, for example, we should have a much, another simpler explanation. The red sand is still a little bit messed up, clearly. Oh, you know what? I don't think I had any of the red sand recipes because it's in the pattern twice. So I think I bookmarked it and then unbookmarked it. So I think we should be good now. So let's grab all that stuff out. Did I grab this essence? I think I already did. Yep. So we chuck that stuff in there. So now what's it going to tell us? Yeah, there we go. Now we have a better understanding. So we're good on most fronts, it looks like. But yeah, we just need a crazy amount of this stuff. Listen. We need only 2 million, or only 3 million nether essence, and we've already got 520. Right? We've already got 500. Oh god. All right, so this is gonna take a while. Like even like leaving this thing to do its thing. I'll tell you what. In terms of like the nether seeds, but I guess we've got that running. Okay, let's. In terms of the emerald seeds, can we order like 1,000? We can. It's going to take a long time. Can we order 2,000? I say that like it's going to be faster somehow. Can we order 2,000? We do have the stuff. It's going to use about 2 mil of this. I'm going to say do it. Boom. Okay. This guy now pretty much has a big job ahead of him, right? He's going to be doing that for a very long time. If we wanted to, we could try to set up more of these. The problem is I have these guys hooked up quite nicely under the ground. You know what I mean? With this guy here, the controller. In theory, if I copy and paste it, this should in theory be copy and pasteable. Like the entire channel. You can copy the channel and you can paste it somewhere else. That is an option. I kind of don't like the idea of it, but it is an option. We could do it. I'll tell you what. I'm just gonna leave it to. I kind of want to. You know what I mean? The reason I want to is it's like we use this decently often, and I think it would benefit like a lot of people if I had a reliable way to do more of these, right, and make it happen faster. So I think we might. In terms of these infusion altars, we don't have any of it auto craftable. I'd like to, so we'll add that onto our crafting thing. Let's give it a shot. Listen, that's probably going to be the rest of this episode, to be completely honest, because I don't really know how easy it's going to be. Red wool, that should be doable. I think we've got wool automated, right? At least to some extent. I think so. We can grab that recipe as well. Beautiful. These can go in here. Wonderful. So, infusion altar. We'll start off, small for now. So 1 of these and 8 of these. That should be quite doable. Okay. Mission success. Nice. We've done it. Okay. But okay. Let's see what we can do. I really don't know. I'm trying to think in my head, like, what's a reliable way we can do this? Like, am I somehow able to, like, stack them on top of each other? Not really. The other thing is, like, the way this works currently, it's doing 1 recipe at a time, right? I would have to set this up for every single one, I guess. And that hurts. That does hurt. Because I don't want to do that. No one wants to do that. Oh, yeah, I was like, why is this in here? But no, that's meant to be there. Okay, so I've done some thinking, and I don't like it. I don't like the thinking I've done. I'll tell you what, we almost just have to do it somewhere else, you know what I mean? Like, we just have to go over here, start fresh, right? So here we are. We've obviously got our altar. We've got our pedestals. I love that it shows you where to place the pedestals. That's always nice. Saves me doing any amount of thinking at all, which is always wonderful. You know what? Let me get a second one built over here, and we'll try and hook up the automation, like, over here instead. I have a bit of an idea now, just, like, looking at this again. Do you think, and hear me out, do you think I can stack them? I think I might be able to. I think this could be pretty cool. Yeah, look. I'm on board. I think this is doable now. Because if we can expand this upwards, we are winning, as they say. I don't want that there. I want that there. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Now, realistically, we could use XNet again. XNet works pretty well. I think we need to do it with pipes. I'll be honest. We need to somehow do it with pipes. We need to probably get a pipe upgrade. We need to definitely get some sort of wrench. And then we also need to get the barrel that, the items are going to start in. So, how's this going to go? Barrel here. Thing goes into it. Out comes pipe. Okay? So, the pipe is going to run this way. And it is going to go all the way around. Can it go in the middle? Actually, hold on. Because if I do this, boom, 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 and then how do I ensure that these get it first? That's going to be the question of the day. Unless, no, maybe no. Because here's what I'm thinking about, right? If we were to get, let's say we were to make a seed that needs, 4 alum bushes and 4 of these seeds, right? It's fine to set up the automation for one of them because one of them can get 4 in this row and then 4 in the other. But the problem is, if we order 2 of these, right, we're suddenly going to have 8 of these allium flowers and 8 of these hemp seeds. And what that means is 8 of these allium flowers are going to just fill up like this bottom row. You know what I mean? And that's not going to make a seed because that's not a recipe. That doesn't exist. So we need to somehow future-proof that. Okay. So how do we do that? I know what we need to do to a certain extent, and I think that it works perfectly. You guys, you guys are gonna love this. Oh my god, how am I so smart? It's quite frightening. You need, keep an eye on me because I'm too smart sometimes. Check this out. We come over here, and we bring these to connect like this, right? So now what do we have? We have 4 on each layer connected, right? And this is obviously going to have an extract. It's going to have a pipe in it. And you ready? It is going to have Hold on. Let me search essence. Essentially, I want every single type of essence of like these ones in there. Now, these have the tag mystical agriculture essences. I'm going to give that a shot. So I'm going to type hashtag mystical agriculture. I can't even spell culture essences. Ooh, I mean, this is putting in every type of essence, including like quartz and stuff. I don't think it matters though, because we're not putting those in as an ingredient, so they'll never show up here. So they're redundant, which means all that will matter are the tags here, and these guys have that tag, that mystical agriculture essences, or at least I think they do. This one doesn't appear to have it. Mystical agriculture essences. All of these have it. These ones up here don't. Yeah, it might not. You know what? We'll just remove it. It's fine. All we're going to do instead is we're going to grab one of each, right? So I'm going to grab... I guess we'll order one of these. Oh god, it's an expensive craft, but we'll order one. We'll order one of each. Now, the issue with ordering these at the moment is currently we have all of these emerald seeds being crafted. As you might be able to tell, they're currently crafting a lot of seeds. So I'll tell you what, I do want them before we like continue on here. So I want to be able to craft this stuff. The seeds, I believe, are being crafted back here. So we'll come and have a look. In this guy here. Boom. As you can see, I mean, it's doing it. You know what I mean? It's doing it as fast as it can, I guess. Once again, though, we do have a trick up our sleeve, and it is called the time in a bottle, and it's quite phenomenal. But we can speed this up quite astronomically to the point where, as you can see, it's running out of power. Now, currently... Oh, yeah, we currently do have it hooked over here. Okay. So, yeah, this is, I guess, as fast as it goes. In terms of monitoring that over here, you can actually see the rate at which we are crafting these Supremium Essences, and it's quite impressive. We still have it... Look, we still have a lot to go, but that's beyond the point. The point is... It's going pretty well. Yeah. Now, realistically, if we wanted to, I can click cancel. This guy will empty up pretty soon. And we'll have the essences we want. So I'm going to grab these out. One of you, you, and you. I think that's pretty much all of it. And then what we can do is we can just order those seeds again, right? These emerald seeds. We can go in here and say 1,950, roughly, please. And we can order that, and this guy can get back to his job. Awesome. So now we have the stuff we want. So we can come right back over here, over the hill. Yep, beautiful. And inside here, we're going to add each of these. So we're going to go through, add them all, and there we go. These are all whitelisted to extract through here. What we will then have is another pipe going over here. As you can see, coming over here, grabbing all this stuff. Yep, wonderful. We can have it come over here. And that is now all of the pedestals connected, right? And obviously expandable upwards. And this guy, he will also have a pipe upgrade. But here's the kicker. You ready? Here's what separates us from the weak. We make this guy a blacklist. Haha. And what we're going to do here as well is we can set this guy up to do round robin. That should work just fine. This guy as well, we want to do round robin. I don't think it matters, but we're still going to do it just to make sure. And then once again, we just go through here and we add in every single type of essence so that this side's blacklisted. This side's whitelisted. I believe we are good because every single one of these seeds, as far as I'm aware, like even just looking at these, half of them are a type of essence and the other half is some other type of ingredient, right? So we've done it. You know what I mean? The last piece of this puzzle is getting something connected over here. So once again, this should be relatively easy. We can run it under the ground. We don't have to, but we might as well. Why not? It doesn't take us that much effort to do it. So we'll come over here, we'll bring this pipe like that. Run him around, boom, boom, boom. And this guy, once again, will need a pipe upgrade. And we are going to have to alter all the other pipe upgrades because this guy, he will also receive a blacklist. Oh, did I just put the essence in here? I did, but they're still here. So we're lucky. We're very lucky. But what I want to do is, once again, add these guys in. Once again, as a blacklist. Nothing's changed on that front. And then we're good. Then we can put this stuff away. The last ingredient we want, the bases, right? So most of them are these prosperity seed bases. Some of them can be different. As you can see here though, none of these ones. So we're pretty much good there. So then we can search for that prosperity seed I think, yeah, we have to craft some of them. They're pretty easy to craft though, so we can grab some of these. And then I just add them in to each of these. So like I add it here, but I change it to be inverted as a blacklist. So it won't go out that side. This guy's, I mean, realistically, it's a whitelist. It wasn't going to bring them out anyway, but it's just nice to have it there as that little extra bonus. Once again, blacklisted, you're not allowed out that side. And then at the bottom, we want this guy in here, but we want to change it, edit it to be a whitelist. So invert it. Okay. Is there anything else we need here? Now, currently, you know what? I'll be honest. I think the easiest solution here is to just whitelist this instead. So change this to this and remove that. So just whitelist the seed. Nothing else will come out of here. So problem solved. This guy again, we want to do round robin, I believe. And we'll see how that goes. So if this works the way that I think it works, we've just automated the entire process. Not the entire process, but a large chunk of it. Now, these guys here have some bushes in them and whatnot. We're going to have to definitely clean up all this stuff. Okay. So that stuff cleaned. The few things we need to do is we need redstone obviously constantly applied to these guys. Now, you can do that with levers, but I don't actually know how I'm going to get levers like all the way up the side. So what I'll probably just do is this, I guess. Listen, it's not pretty, but hey, as long as it works, that's all I really care about, to be completely honest. We're going to have a crafter. Yeah, we'll have a crafter. We'll grab a creative crafter. Why not? Slap this guy here. We're obviously going to want to bring a network over, so I'll set this stuff up. So we'll grab network card, one of these. Receiver is going to go pretty much here. That seems pretty good. Network card, and I'll set this guy up on the bridge. In terms of what he's called, our previous area is mystical seeds. This is going to be like that, but again, you know what I mean? And we currently don't really have any signs. Let's go here, grab some of this. Boom. Mystical seeds, but more. Awesome. Wonderful. So, almost forgot to put the network card in. There we go. Now it should be hooked up. So we can come back over here. Too far. too far into no man's land over there. So, we're good. Okay. So, we go into here. We cancel this. Okay, we cancel that recipe. We can come back down here. This is all good. We're going to grab out this seed. We're going to grab the nether seed and the stone seed. And we're going to bring those with us to our new crafting zone up here. Okay. I hope this works. I'm quite hopeful. I think it'll work. Okay, first things first. Let's order one of them. One emerald seed. It's not letting me because I forgot to cable the thing up, which can be done like this. So, my main thing is I just want to see if the seed creates itself. Then we can finish creating this. So, order this. Close, but no cigar. We have a prosperity seed down there. Oh, I sort of see the issue. I think you guys might see the issue as well. This will work in bulk, but it still sort of doesn't work, I guess, the way I intended it, right? Because it's filled up these four, as opposed to like the bottom four, then the top four. To solve this, there's a few ways. None of them are ergonomic. And by ergonomic, I mean expandable easily, right? So to be honest, the better option is just to order multiple of these. Because if I order about 10 of them, it works, right? We just need to order in bulk. I mean, that's fine, but it's still going to be messy at the end. Like, if I take this stuff out, like that's all good and well. I mean, the fact that it works is awesome, right? Stacking it works. The problem is still the distribution of the items, right? It's still not, I guess, doing it the way I want it to. So these are working. I wonder how many more. Well, I guess we ordered 10, so we're going to get at least some. I mean, it worked. Let me think. Let me try and figure this out. How do we make this perfectly reliable, right? Because at the moment, if we do a multiple of 2, we're good, right? We're good because it'll always have the perfect amount in here to process all of them. So that works. So we could just do that, right? Meaning if I expand this to 4, we always need to do a multiple of 4 when we order these. So for example, here's what the real example would be. I set 10 of these up. Then in theory, right? In theory, As long as I order 10 of these things at once, we're good. And I mean, that seems pretty good, like, in all honesty. Should we give that a shot? I reckon we should. So we'll obviously want 8 more altars. Now, how many infusion pedestals? We would need 80, but we're going to need 2 less. So we're going to need 16 less than 80, which means we'll need 74, which will be 64. I think do we just need a stack of these? I think so. Either I know how to math, and that was beautiful math that just took place, or I don't, and that was embarrassing. One of the two just took place. All I know is this is awesome. Like, if this genuinely works, which, I mean, it should, right? Like, I don't necessarily see why it wouldn't, but sometimes things I think they'll work and then they don't, so we'll definitely find out. So I want to go up to this level. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, and then the beautiful thing again is the pipes, in theory again, the pipes should just work pretty much perfectly. I should just be able to expand it as easily as this once that initial automation is complete. And for all of these, I don't have to do any thinking. I just place them wherever the previous pipes were, and it should just all work flawlessly. That is, of course, the idea. And by the way, in terms of everything working, that was the perfect amount that I counted out, because we have everything here. Okay, the final piece of the puzzle is actually the redstone. Once again, there's neater ways to do this, I'm aware. That's not why we're here, though. That is definitely not why we're here. Why we are here. By the way, what's making these glow is over-imagined shaders. Very, very beautiful. So, in theory, if I now order, in terms of our emerald seeds, if I order any multiple of 10, so for example, 20, or 100, 120 would work. But we can try 50. 50 is probably a nicer number. If I order 50, all of these, as you can see, are shooting them out, and we would be able to cycle this out 5 times. Now, clearly there is another step here that we are missing, which is the extraction of the items. Now, to do that, we can probably access this side, right, by setting up all these. And all we're going to do is, I mean, this side, I guess, is going to be messy. Is there a less messy way to do this? Probably. Probably. Is it easier to just do this and add a new filter every time? Probably. Are we going to expand this more than 10 tall? We could. I don't think we need. We could, though. 10 down. We do, what, 50 at a time? That'd be pretty good. We could take this to, like, the skybox. Ooh. That's an idea. Because realistically, if I go through and I add a filter to all of these, we're good. The alternative that I'm thinking about here is just using integrated dynamics, because then we only need one pipe pretty much doing all the work. I might try that. I'm going to pick this stuff up. We're going to do integrated dynamics. This shouldn't be, listen, this shouldn't be tricky. What I'm going to do is go at integrated. We obviously want some cables. We're going to also want a bunch of these item interfaces. So we'll order a bunch, just, I don't know, so that maybe I can hold a stack of them. That'll be nice. And then variable cards we'll also want, as well as one logic programmer, and we've got the prosperity seed base. So what we're going to do here is these are going to connect as per usual, just cables on the sides. On the sides of these are also going to be item interfaces. These, in theory, don't need any configuration. They'll just sit there quite nicely. So there we go. Then what we'll also want is a barrel, or in this case, probably an ender chest, right? And we'll probably want to hook this guy up to go back into the system. That should, be relatively easy to do. So we'll slap him. I mean, I guess he can go underneath. There's no real harm done there. Now this guy's going to want an exporter. This is where the trick comes in. And we'll also obviously want to do the rest of the hard work. So the diamond and the purple dye. Okay, so the item exporter will go here. But before we do that, we want to get the prosperity seed base on a variable card just by doing what I did there. So open the portable logic programmer, set it to the item type, put the item in there, and then put in a variable card. Awesome. So now I can place the item exporter, open this guy up, place in export an item, specific item, but I want to quickly open this, cycle through until we have blacklist, and toggle that on. I want to have that checked. And so in theory, by placing this in here, as you can see, it's taking out everything that isn't a prosperity seed base. And so in terms of the emeralds, I mean, we're just getting them. We should be getting 10 at a time. You just saw that go to 77. It should now go to 87 in a second. Wait for this stuff to finish. You ready? 87. 87. How cool is that? Works perfectly. And to expand it, all we have to do is place item interface and a logic cable onto the next one. Hey, genuinely pretty good. Pretty good indeed. And then that's it. That's it done. That's 50 of them crafted at once. Wow. Well, I guess, 10 at once, but we just did 50. Like that's just how crazy it is. I'm questioning whether I want to go more. You know what I mean? Look, I do. Yeah, I do. So what we're going to do here, I genuinely do. What do we need to do? So, I mean, once again, the main thing is just the infusion altar. Like the thing is, it's so easy to expand. Like I'm sitting here thinking, I don't really want to expand it. But I mean, that's the beautiful thing of like designing something that can be expanded easily is it's so nice. So what I want is 40 more. Oh, do we want to go to 100? It would be nice to be able to craft 100 at once. Do we? Oh, I can't help myself. We're going to do it. We'll try. It's possible it won't. It should work. Okay, so we want 90 more of these. Yeah, sure. We want 90 more. Now, the infusion pedestals will be a bit tricky. I'm going to have to whip the calculator out for this one for sure. What do I need to do here? How do I do the math? I do 8 times... Do I just do 8 times 90? I think so. 8 times 90. We want 720 of them. Sure. Yeah. We can order them. They're going to show up. The pipes we'll put away for now because obviously I don't know how many we need yet. We've got the altars. We're going to go and select the altar. There we go. And then we fly up and place as many as it'll let us. Oh my god. Okay, so there is a limit, I guess, from our range. Once again, this limit might be brought on by something here. For example, tile entities. If I expand that, can I go further? No. Okay, well, anyway, that's still a lot to place at once. Like, we're pretty good. I can probably lower these tile entities back down. This, by the way, the tile entities, that is a big cause of lag. This is what I use mainly to get... pretty much all the frames you see are courtesy of this thing right here. Like, I want to actually give a quick example, just so that you can appreciate how insane just that little plugin is. The mod is called Magnesium Extras. It's a Magnesium / Rubidium Extras. So currently, I'm at the base. You can see the frames in the top left. It's like 40, pretty decent considering I'm running shaders in the middle of my base. Watch it not work. But if I toggle this up to max, which means, it loads in all the tile entities. Look at that. I mean, that's crazy, isn't it? 15 frames. This is probably, I'd imagine this is what most of you experience playing the game. Like, even with shaders off. Like, look at this. It's horrendous. I don't even have the performance I have when I have shaders on. I mean, the world's loading. It's a little bit faster. We get like, 30 frames for a little bit there. But like, how crazy is that? Once again, I hop in here. I lower these down to 0. You see some like tile entities. So like, for example, the curved train tracks, they'll disappear. But look, instantly, like flawless. How cool is that? And once again, we can toggle our shaders back on and, it might lag for a little bit as things load in, but it's pretty good. Like, it's genuinely pretty good. It's an amazing feature. Okay, so anyway, we're back over here. Let me toggle that back off and I will keep going. All right, now it is possible that we're reaching a limit at which it's not going to work. It's possible. I'll tell you what, we're going to find out. Oh my god. This might also create insane lag, but I kind of don't care. You know what I mean? Like, it's just really fun. I just want to do it. So we're going to do it. So I can put all this stuff away for the most part. Let's see. Let's grab all this stuff out. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Now this might get a bit tedious. That's for sure. Especially since it's just a little bit tricky to get everything. So for example, I can reach all of these ones from this angle. But even now, I can't reach the one on the other side of here, By the way, just cutting. I'm not done yet, obviously. I mean, this is truly a mega creation. I quite like doing these videos because I've never done this before. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't even like hopped into like creative mode to go and do something like this. So it's very fun to do, and I mean, it makes for a great video. Whether that's, I mean, because it's, I guess the benefits of like a clickbait video. But it's not clickbait, because we obviously do it. But it's quite fun. I quite like seeing whether it's viable, how good it is. And I mean, something like this seems massive. Like, it seems really over the top. But I mean, if it works, it works, I do feel like we messed something up, didn't we? Like, why do I not have the perfect amount? Yeah, we've got that down there. And that's that one missing piece. So if we actually come down here, there's actually one piece missing. And it is, believe it or not, this guy right here. And he's going to go right there. So these are now complete. Okay. Now the pipes. So we're going to need more pipes. I'll tell you that much right off the bat. But this is something else. This is quite spectacular. Okay. Yeah, let me do the pipe. Another thing is the integrated dynamic pipes. You have to place them manually. Okay. These pipes here, as you can see, we can building gadget them, which saves phenomenal amount of time, to say the least. But yeah, I guess keep that in mind. Yeah. Now, once again, whilst we're still doing this, keep in mind, doing something like this on our server, you'll probably get banned. I mean, like, usually, you know, we give warnings and stuff if something's done. But when there's something like if I saw this and it was creating a crazy amount of lag, I would be like, this is disgusting. I hate what you have done, right? Definitely try to keep these things to a single player sort of situation. If you make something on one of our servers and you're not too sure, just ask us. Just take like a screenshot, send us a picture or something, or even like tell us your base coordinates, and we'll come have a look. And even if it's like, even if we say it's fine and it's not fine or whatever, you at least having that evidence of like, hey, well, I tried to ask, you know what I mean? Like, I get that what I did's pretty dumb, but I was trying to do the right thing. We'll obviously take that into account, you know what I mean? Like, we're not villains, although this cloud that is apparently... What is this? What is this? How do I... We'll have to toggle shaders off. I can't see what I'm doing. But yeah, this is... Whenever I do a video like this, I go in my Discord and the mods, the admin's like, what are you doing? What have you just done? Like, now we're going to have to deal with this for like a week. So yeah, please go easy on him. But anyhow, we are, as you can see, pretty much done. You know, most of the hard work. The hardest part is coming right up, which is going to be this integrated dynamic stuff, which... Gonna be a nightmare, I'll tell you that much. I've got to right-click 90 blocks, which, I mean, to be honest, not that much. Not that much at all. Okay, logic cables. We probably want some more. Luckily, we have more. Interfaces, we probably want some more as well. Let's go ahead and craft another stack just to have on us. Might as well. Okay, I will, oh god, I will give this a shot. Now, by the way, don't fall for it. The building gadget can show that it works with these pipes. But if you saw our video on the phytogenic insulators that are set up over here, 1,000 of them, they don't work with the building gadget. So it looks like it does, but it doesn't. You want to place them manually. You're going to have to go through and like wrench them manually to connect them anyway. So this just saves like a crazy amount of time just to do it, you know, manually the first time. Now, another thing is, these guys can hold the item. So, for example, if I right-click accidentally, guess what? It goes in there. We obviously don't want that, so do be aware. In theory, it should export it because it's not a prosperity seed, so it should export. Let's give it a test. If I place one in there, does it export? Well, I guess it hasn't yet. Hold on. If I place this on here, does it export? It hasn't yet. It doesn't look like it will, so... Keep that in mind when you're placing these, not to, like be very careful, is essentially what I'm trying to say. Alternatively, I'm trying to like find a loophole here to placing these a lot faster than currently they're, I guess, letting me. Okay, I believe we are ready. So, before we get started, first thing... Oh, the redstone. Almost forgot the redstone. That would have been very upsetting if the first lot that we sent through didn't work because I forgot the redstone. Alright, this stuff's building gadgetable, so we're good, we're good. Just give me a second. Okay, our behemoth of a tower is complete. Let's hop back down. Right to the bottom. So, step one... Does it work? The one thing I just want to make sure we have it right is this guy's going to be good. I think he's going to be good. Let's double check that we have him to be able to extract everything. He can do a stack at a time, so he won't be able to do them all at once. I believe, like, even if I set this to 99, I'm pretty sure it just defaults back to a stack. Maybe. We could set it to 90. Item transfer rate, 90. Does that actually save? Hey, it says it does. Item slot. Passive interaction. I think we're good. I think we're good. It's possible it only does like one, then one, then I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'll tell you what though. Let's give it a test. So, in theory, actually, hold on. Not 90, right? 100. Because we added 90 and we had 10 originally. Yeah. Sorry. Listen. Trust me. We know what we're doing here. 100. One quick double check. 100. Okay. So, I present to you. What do we have? Emerald seeds. We currently have 218 emerald seeds. We order them. Inside here, there is nothing, which means they are all in there. As you can see, the particles are moving. We open this guy up. The particles just stopped. We now have 318. That is awesome. That is really good. Like that. Wow. That is good. Like that is phenomenally good. Holy moly. Okay. This changes the game. So hold on. We have 718. Or 318, sorry. So I want to get 82. And that should round up to 2,000. Sorry. Or if I do that, that should round up to 1,000. I think so. We have to craft a bunch of this, but like this thing. Oh God. I might have messed up. Hold on. Can I actually cancel this? The thing that I might have messed up in is... Oh, I'm a little bit scared now. If any of these have some and some don't. Oh, God. Like, for example, this thing has Supremium Essence in it. But there's nothing being made. Oh, God. It's already begun. We've already clogged the system. Do we have a way to wipe the system? Like, do we have a way to just clean it? I don't think we do. Oh, God. Unless I have a copy-paste of the pillars. That is doable. It is doable. Hold on. Hold your horses. Copy-paste gadget. Hold on. Wrong button. Hold on. Copy mode. Hold on. We go here. Hold on. Hold your horses. We go all the way up here with a piece of dirt as well. We come up to about here. We can break that. We right click here. We now have this entire square selected. And it can now be pasted. And it will tell us what we need. Now, in terms of what we need, I get rid of everything, like so. Everything that could be placed, I get rid of. And as you can see, now it says, you know, what we need. Then what I do, and this is scary. I'm well aware. But I pick up all of the stuff. That's all I do, okay? So we go down here, and we pick it all up. I know. It's scary, but as you can see already, we're picking up things. So it's fine. We go here, same thing happens. I just pick it up. We just pick it all up. We want to make sure that we don't break any of the item pipes. That is an important thing not to break. We don't want to break item pipes. Just everything else. Okay. And then once everything's dug out, the frame still exists, and the frame was the longest part. So, in theory, we can place this down exactly where it needs to go again, and nothing will break. That is the thought process. So if I place this here, and then, is that going to place in the right spot? Or do I need to place it like here? To be honest, I don't know. And this is going to be very messy. Regardless though, as you can see, we have the important parts on us. Oh God, what do I do? To be fair, if I position this in the right spot, it shouldn't say that we need any, no, I guess it's fine. All right, I'm going to try placing it here. Survey says no. So we're going to hold 7, or, you know, your GUI button, and I'm going to click undo. And it's going to pick it all up, and it's going to put it right back in our inventory. So we don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? We didn't mess up. Oh, that's the dirt we've got up there, so that's fine. So I think we actually do want to place it in the ground. So we'll try here. To be honest, this kind of looks like exactly where I wanted it to be. So now this is all hooked up. Now these aren't connected, which is a little bit concerning to say the least. If I break this, okay. If I break that and replace it, as you can see, they've all refreshed. So we just need to do the same here. Just break this pipe once just to reconnect the system. That's fine. Same with this guy here. We'll just pick you up, make sure we reconnect you so you're all good. Over here, it seems to act as if the system's alive, so I think we're good. And so yeah, I believe we're good now. Now, how do we prevent, I guess, that from happening in the future? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I think it would have to do, if anything, with like one of these, like by doing it from nearest first to round robin or something. The problem with nearest first is it's going to go like up here, right? Because those are nearest. So round robin realistically made the most sense. Oh, this didn't connect the whole way around, did it? Like, yeah, like that's not connected still. To be honest, the real solution here, if I wanted to do it perfectly, would be to cut each level and like layer it. Or I'm really trying to think like what's the neatest way to go about doing this? Like how can I do it, or the easiest way? I'll tell you what, we might, like this works as it is, as long as we do 10 at once. And as long as here's the main part, we need to have all the ingredients at once, right? Like we can't have it be crafting. That's part of the issue. So like, for example, I need to go in here, we need to click on this essence and I need to have 400 of it made like already. We can't be doing that after we've already ordered the stuff, or else they're going to come in at random intervals. So we'll leave it as it is at the moment, in hopes that you guys in the comments have a much better solution in order to layer them. I'm thinking like we could do nearest first, or even round robin would work, as long as we somehow separate the cables on each level, right? And it sounds tricky, but I don't think it needs to be. And the reason I don't think it needs to be is because we have a copy paste gadget. So I could even get away with alternating each layer, right? So the bottom layer goes on this outside, then the inner layer goes like on the inside, right? But we could do something like that somehow, maybe, or like even like the pipes connect on this side and then on this side on that level, right? Like alternating. We could do that, and then I could just copy paste it all the way to the top. That is 100% doable. We can do that. I'm tempted to even try and do it right now, to be completely honest. Because once again, we're not undoing any, like this works really easy to repeat just by having, you know, these patterns exist. Like we've done a pretty good job. It's just we're not finished yet. It's almost perfect, to be completely honest. It's almost genuinely the perfect design. We just need a little bit more work, and I think we can do it. So here's what I'm thinking as a general concept. We have it connect here, then here, right? And so on. And so what we benefit from here is that if, for example, this entire bottom part connects, right? So let's once again just, I do want to have these on each level just to, I want to like give this a test run, a theoretical test run, right? So we do this, right? Theoretical test run. This bottom layer is connected first. Then, you ready? Then, where do we connect? Then, for example, somehow it gets to here. See, that's the tricky part. How do I get it up there? Realistically, this works, right? Because that then connects here, right? And then we bring this back around, right? This goes across here. So, see what I mean? Like, it's just too tricky. It's slightly too tricky to do with these cables. The only other thing I can think of would be if copying and pasting the pipes remembered, you know, this interaction. But it doesn't. As far as I'm aware, it doesn't. And then that sort of makes it, well, very tricky to do. So yeah, that's sort of my pickle at the moment. So I would love if you guys had the perfect solution. I don't know what it would be, but I think I explained, I guess, what I'm sort of thinking is like roughly what the solution could be. But I don't know how to go about doing that. I don't know how to achieve that. Regardless though, we can at least do 100 at a time, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, genuinely pretty good. I'm really like, my brain is ticking away trying to like put the pieces together here. Like, how do we do it? How do we put the pieces together? Anyhow, cool. So in terms of the essence, do we have the 400 of it made yet? Not quite yet. We're getting there, and then we'll be able to order that stuff. In terms of the other seeds that we had, so for example, the nether seeds, If I wanted 100 of them, we'd have to craft some stuff, but it's some cheap stuff. If I wanted the stone seeds, which would be these, if I want 100 of them, we could craft them right now. I want 100 of them. There we go. You can see all the particles flying around like almost like bees. And then you ready? Silence. And if we go in here, 164 stone. That is unreal. That is genuinely crazy. Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. Okay. Yeah. To be honest, that's it for this episode. We'll keep working on this probably because this is genuinely phenomenal. So that is 100 mystical. I can't. Oh, how am I going to fit this in the thumbnail? Oh God. This might be a third person situation. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe like a that. Yeah, there we go. That's honestly like the best angle we can get unless we go tiny. You know what? I don't really like doing those thumbnail videos. They feel a little bit embarrassing, you know what I mean? Whereas if I instead go really small, then I can get the thumbnail. Right? This sort of works. Maybe a little, maybe like, maybe like this, almost. I don't know. See what I mean? It's hard to get a good thumbnail without being in third person, like in terms of the angles. That might work. We'll see what we do. Anyway, that's something I got to figure out. Genuinely though, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I wasn't sure where we were going to go with this because we started off with the bosses. We tried to check out the seeds. And nothing was really working. Did we even get any piglet stuff? Do we have that coming in? We don't. I'll tell you what. I kind of want to get rid of what do you call it? The sheep and stuff over here. Unless there's piglet stuff in this guy. Oh, there is. Okay. We're good. We're good. It actually is working. Okay. We just don't have this guy, I don't know, going into the system for whatever reason. Let's grab an ender chest. You know what? That is actually really strange. I don't know why it's doing that. Anyway, I'll hook this guy up so we'll have piglet stuff that we can work with. That'll be pretty good. One step closer to the star. Yeah. I'm feeling pretty good. Thank you guys for supporting the channel and everything like that. Like genuinely, it's been surreal to see the channel grow as crazy as it has over the short time that it has realistically. I'm going to make a mess. There we go. That's a quick way to make a mess. And then we can put all this stuff in all the piglet hearts. Yeah, it's been really awesome to see the community grow, the channel grow, and just, I don't know, see that the people are sticking around. It wasn't just like a one-time thing, which has been pretty crazy. Even if it somehow disappears, I appreciate the time that I've had to do all this. So genuinely, thank you guys. Hopefully, I'm still bringing you some joy. I know there's definitely some challenging episodes to say the least. I'll be the first to admit that. But honestly, for the most part, we've done pretty good. You know, like realistically, if we take a step back, even just looking outside of like raw numbers and stuff, right? We've done over have we done over 100 episodes of this? I don't even know. I'm pretty sure we have. I think we're at 116. That's just off the top of my head. What are we? Let's have a look. Come on. Load faster. Yeah, 116 was the last episode. Wow, what a memory. Oh, sorry, I'm lagging as I open up stuff. 116 episodes of Allthemodium 7. Did we have 200 of the other one, or was that 200 of MC Eternal? I don't even know. All I know is that we've done a crazy amount, pretty much daily for the most part. We've missed a day here or there, and it's still very fun. Like setting up this thing. Like I'm sure one day I won't be able to do this because I'll be like, I don't want to. You know, this is boring. I don't want to do it. But I'm pretty sure by then there'll be like a new mod. You know what I mean? There'll be something else to try out. It's very fun. Very fun game. Very, like, even then, even if that's boring, I can find a different way to do it. You know, a different combination of mods, a different design, there's so many options. It's honestly one of those things where if you enjoy something, give it a shot because you might be surprised about just how much you genuinely enjoy it or how much you don't enjoy it. I'm talking to you, exploration mods. I don't like them. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you are enjoying the videos, if not anything else. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.